On LBC. I put on LBC. Yeah, I put over LBC. Over LBC. I put over LBC. Over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon gods on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle that we light, that's a wave we ride. I've been grinding through the night, while the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with steel. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah, we stay in the zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turns to gain. Got the fam worldwide, but the roots run deep. From the med, I was grind to the LBC streets. This for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. Reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. From the charts to the stage, man, you know who it be. It's that Lunar Beaches fam putting on endlessly.
Good evening and welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto. We'll be riding the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. Thank you all for joining me. I do greatly appreciate it. It is Thursday, June 11th, 2026, the last stream of the week. It is 10:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow we have SpaceX IPO. It's the talk of the town. Who's buying? Not me. Not me. I will wait. It is kind of crazy. We'll get into SpaceX, okay? We'll get into SpaceX in a second. But regardless, it's crazy. Bitcoin sideways. We had a little bit of a move to the upside today, and then we went sideways again. And so we will just have to see what comes of the IPO tomorrow. Is it going to nuke the market? I don't know, but I do think it could be a local top. Maybe we will get an initial pump. And then everything dumps. Also, on again, off again, Iran war. What are we doing here? We got a deal. We don't have a deal. We got a deal. We don't have a deal. We got a deal. We don't have a deal. We're gonna take over Karg Island. No, you're not. Yeah, we are. No, you're not. Okay, well, we got a deal then. No, we don't have a deal. No, you said we're not taking over Karg Island. The only way that happens is if we have a deal. This is back and forth, back and forth. It's so silly. And that is what we got our pump on today, was President Trump truthing out that we've got a deal. The best deal ever. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Duality C. Not of this world. Thank you for being here. I do greatly appreciate it. Alex O. Crypto. What's going on, brother? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Hope you and the fam are doing swell. Just swell. I saw you hit your loss limit today. You posted about it. Absolutely amazing. As always, honesty and transparency is the only way. And it's the way of the Atta gang. Atta gang. Boom. There we go. So, who else we got in here? Oh, that's it. Melissa One Love LBC OG in the house. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for being here. My love. Let's get to the chart. All right, Bitcoin in a little bit of a parallel channel here. It is respecting the midpoint of it. Popped up above it and went sideways. This was the Trump truth on we have a deal. And ever since then, it's been that back and forth. No, we don't. Yes, we do. No, we don't. Yes, we do. Okay, fine. We do. No, we don't. Okay, but Carg Island. So Bitcoin trying to hold that midpoint of the parallel channel. We'll want to watch the trend. Watch the trend here and see whereabouts we goes. Patterns. We have this as well. More like relatively equal highs. So I think perhaps maybe we sweep the relatively equal highs and then we run down for the lows, for these lows. I think that might be what we get. Sweep, maybe even come up shy of the top of the channel and then roll over. Or we pop up, pull back, and continue higher. That's the bull scenario. Taking fib from the last major swing high to the last major swing low, potential swing low. This is still a potential swing low until this high gets broken. This high gets broken. Technically, it's not a swing low until that happens. Because why? Because it could go lower. Therefore, invalidating this as a swing low, a major swing low, a high time frame swing low. So fibs drawn on this range here. Let me zoom out so you just kind of see where we are on that right here. This is a anchored fixed range volume profile, or an anchored volume profile anchored to this high. So all the volume after that high is in this. And getting above that value area low could send us up to the point of control up here at about $76,781. Now, this does change with more candles, so this can alter a bit. However, this is where we've seen volume, high volume taking place. And when you have high volume in different places, you want to mark those off as areas of interest to get reactions from, because this is where we saw the most trading volume. Here, and even this little bit right here. We'll just take that whole thing. So if we can get above that, back test, and then go, I think we could reach that POC, which is just below the 786. So perhaps it pushes up to the 786. And then from there, it's got to make a decision. Do we pierce through and close above, or do we just sweep equal highs and roll over? We also have these juicy highs up here. I don't need to take that, all of that. There we go. These juicy highs up here, that's liquidity. take in this last push up before the break of the low. And there we go. So these are going to be my levels. If you can claim one, I would expect for price to push to the next one. Claim one, push to the next. Claim one, push to the next. All the way to the top. Tippity top. Value area high, which sits at $82,722, which is the high of this range. We shall see. That'd be a pretty sweet V-shaped recovery, ish. I mean, you look at the higher time frames, it's not really quite that, right? Not really quite that. And also, we've gone over this about how this could be, that could be a local top before we kind of just meander along in here, flush Q4, and then start a recovery and the next bull market. If Bitcoin is to continue the 4-year cycle. That's a big if. Is there a chance that I've seen a theory going around that this is just a mid-cycle correction? I'm not really with that theory, but I have seen some interesting arguments on it that actually did make me pause for a second. Well, I guess for a while, because I don't really have anything against them yet. But essentially, if I just let me go to previous bull. I don't have enough data. What's going on, Harpsky? How you doing, bro? Thank you for being here. I was considering bringing back the moon gods. Chance. The moon god chance. Okay. So this is what the people have been pointing to, is the way this is corrected. They're like, you got a high, you got a low. You got a high, you got a low. I don't see it. They're saying this right here and dump is this right here and dump, and that the COVID-19 scare made it dump further than it otherwise would have. And we've already drained so much liquidity out of the market that a V-shaped recovery could lead to all of this. How's Texas today, David? Hotter than hell? I don't know. I don't live in Texas. I've never lived in Texas. I'm close. But what if it's more like this? I don't know if you want to be making that comparison, dog. Yeah, I don't know, man. What'd that get to? 44,000? That's an interesting number. The middle of this. That'd be nice. Very nice. I would welcome this. What about you guys? Who's watching the World Cup? I'll be watching USA tomorrow. Surely we can beat Paraguay. Okay, he's in the week 2 loser city. That's why I thought you'd be a Dallas Stars fan. I always think you're in Texas. Yeah, no. I don't like anything about Dallas. The closest to Dallas that I get is my wife being a Cowboys fan. Ugh. Still hurts. Kidding, babe. The daily actually is looking kind of like it's ready to push. I don't know, man. I feel like the SpaceX IPO might give us a little bit of a push, but at the same time, I feel like it's fool's gold for lower. And we get something similar to this. See it? Not yet? Okay, hold on. Would you just give me a darn minute? Jeez. See, it'll pump up, then in the rollover, and then dance. And that actually could... Where's October? Close enough. There we go. Perfect. This is what gets most people out of the market. Sideways, boring price action, and 56K low. I didn't even plan that. It's kind of funny. So yeah, we'll see, guys. We'll see. Come on, David. You didn't get that? Cowgirl's going down too. I didn't get what? Okay, he's in the week 2 loser city. Oh. Sorry. I don't... the Eagles don't live rent-free in my head like the Titans do in yours. Sorry. I know you're worried about Cam Ward and Cardell. I like the fun accents and calling things cookouts and whatnot. Well, you mean calling cookouts cookouts? Because everybody else calls them what they're not, which is barbecue. Because barbecue is a food. You cook out. You make barbecue at a cookout. Gosh, these freaking Yanks, I swear. Damn Yankees. Speaking of Yankees, y'all catch that game last night? What a comeback. I wonder what the prediction markets were doing at the time. Market cap of Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, looking to get up to that 70, man. That will give us, every time we've hit that is when we've kind of started our alt season. And we could have like a mini alt season at the start of the bull run if Bitcoin is going sideways or, trying to recover. And you could have like a mini alt season, on, not the whole altcoin market, but on enough to drive the Bitcoin dominance on a little bit of a correction like this, just like we did back in 2019 and 2020. Because if I go ahead and overlay the Bitcoin price on top of this accumulation phase, Bitcoin was losing dominance. Interesting, that. It's pretty interesting. USDT dominance. Why .p? Oh yeah. You see it increasing here and it dramatically drop. So you're losing not just to alts. Well, let's go ahead and put the alts on here. Let's make sure we're not talking out of our butts. Total to ES. Okay. What's the blue line? That's Bitcoin price. Oh, Bitcoin's going up, but dominance is going down during an accumulation phase. Interesting. Dominance is going down. Bitcoin dominance is going down as we're in an accumulation phase, and USDT dominance is moving to the upside at the same time. So I think what we're seeing here is rotation of capital from Bitcoin to USDT, and then people taking a little bit of that USDT and rotating it into altcoins around the same time, or they're doing swaps and all kinds of stuff real quickly. Lots of trading going on. Lots of trading. Bitcoin dominance is falling because it's losing its dominance to both USDT and altcoins, and then altcoins and Bitcoin both go. Bitcoin steals the show for the first rally, and that's what ignites everything else, because you can see Bitcoin goes first. Bitcoin goes first, and then alts come behind a couple of weeks later and start playing catch up. And then once Bitcoin comes back to 70% plus dominance, that's the last time that's your first profit take for Bitcoin. Boom, people throw their profits into altcoins, and then they explode. Could we be seeing that same thing coming up? Sure. So this would suggest that we are within a mid-cycle correction, because Bitcoin never hit 70%, and if it goes up to hit 70% and then starts to fall down, then you're looking at this playing over again. So if I take the bars pattern and I take this, then it's essentially like this. Push up, hit the 70, hit the 70, pull back, push up, roll over. 2028 into 2029. Actually, I mean, yeah, you could still consider it a mid-cycle correction technically if you're looking on a high enough time frame, but it depends on where you're counting your cycles. If you're going by the 4-year cycle, then no, it's not a mid-cycle correction. It's just the bear market. But that could get us, yeah, I like it. I like it. It's just taking longer. So you might have a Bitcoin bull run and cycle completed and all that. But that's interesting. You might have the cycle completed and all of that, but the dominance is like lagging because the market's getting bigger, guys. The market cap is getting bigger. Hope everyone is having a radical day. You too, Melissa. BTC is in a nice 4-hour W if you're into the pattern trading. Yes, we've gone over that. Me, Damien, is there a monkey coin out there? Can you look at Tau? Is there a monkey coin out there? Earlier today, oh, I'm in top chat. Hold on, live chat. Hola, amigo. I saw a monkey here at Jaca Beach, Costa Rica in the jungle. Oh, that's dope, man. Earlier today, is there a monkey coin out there? Maybe. Bitcoin in a bear market, and it normally lasts 12 months. We are on month 8 of the 12 months. Yes, I mean, there's no reason to believe that the 4-year cycle is over. But as far as like it's the Bitcoin dominance cycle, if it's going to get back up to 70%, which it could, then it's a bit extended compared to this. I mean, it's much longer than this, right? It's been an 8-year Bitcoin dominance cycle compared to a 4-year price cycle, if that makes sense. if you're going from low to high to low to high, right? But we'll see. It may never come over here. It may never reach 70% again just because of stables. How do I get rid of the stables? Minus US, no, stables dot D, stables dot C dot D. What's the stables one? Stables. Is it just stable? Oh, it's stable. Oh. Whoops. BTC.D. Okay. So Bitcoin dominance minus stables is at 44.48%. And it's just been steady down, huh? So, well, this is only measuring from 2025. Steady down, losing to altcoins. Guess we could do BTC slash total 2. Whoop. What kind of monkey did you see? Meet Damien. Thank you for stopping by. Bitcoin slash. So this is Bitcoin versus altcoins, the altcoin market. Market cap. And it's been steady climbing. See how it looks like the Bitcoin dominance chart? All I see is a bunch of lows that want to get taken. Okay, moving on. Ethereum. Sweeping the equal lows. Yes. Did that a while ago. Nice move here off of this fair value gap. But this thing can get a push, man. I think we might get a push tomorrow. The question is going to be, is it going to be short-lived or what? USDT, SpaceX, USDT. Yowza. Yeah, 171. 171. SpaceX sets $135 IPO price ahead of Friday NASDAQ debut. This is on Yahoo Finance. SpaceX's priced its IPO Thursday night at $135 a share ahead of the stock's debut on the NASDAQ, though it was expected that SpaceX would keep its $135 offer. It involved a process that Wall Street and investors were not used to. In a conventional IPO, which technically is the night it prices as opposed to the first day of trade, which is its market debut, the company and its underwriters look over orders and weigh demand and settle on a final price, often above or below the marketed range. SpaceX and CEO Elon Musk are going a totally different route, though, not altogether surprising given Musk's whims and contrarian nature. SpaceX said in its updated IPO prospectus that it was selling stock at $135 rather than offering a range. Interesting. Well, why would you offer? I mean, from a business standpoint, it makes sense to just have a fixed price because now you just know. Now you just know what it makes easier math, I guess. One of those little outbreak monkeys. Oh, that's not good. Oh, like from the movie Outbreak? The price was fixed before SpaceX's investor roadshow began last week, making Thursday's pricing a formality. At $135 per share, SpaceX will raise around $75 billion and have an anticipated market capitalization of $1.78 trillion. By the way, they hit the $75 billion mark off of retail alone. 30% of the shares are going to retail. 75 billion at least already accounted for by retail. SpaceX allocated 30% of pre-IPO shares for retail traders. This company in 2021 had a $75 billion funding round to early venture firms. Now it's almost $2 trillion. Yeah, exactly. So there you go, Lunar Entity. Yep. So that's just crazy that retail's bought so much. SpaceX plans to sell 555.6 million shares to hit that 75 billion, with underwriters holding a green shoe or option to sell additional shares if demand outstrips the initial allotment of approximately 83 million shares, worth around 11.2 billion. The company reportedly told investors it would stop taking orders Wednesday, a day earlier than usual, giving SpaceX and its bankers all of Thursday to determine who gets shares in the largest IPO ever. The biggest open question is how much ends up with retail investors. I love Outbreak. SpaceX IPO makes Elon Musk the world's first trillionaire, by the way. Yay, we have trillionaire now. Cool. I can barely afford to live. And we have trillionaires out here. Few business leaders have been as deeply embedded in popular culture as Elon Musk. Yada yada yada. Raised the record 75 billion. SpaceX IPO running at 2 times oversubscribed. Jeez. Has drawn investor demand of about 150 billion for its IPO, about double the 75 billion it is seeking to raise. Jeez. Said 2 people familiar with the matter on Friday. An oversubscription rate of 2 times would be considered modest for most highly anticipated market flotations, but bankers and investors said the demand is impressive for the SpaceX offering since it is the largest IPO ever. I'm in a camp that believes it sends markets higher, at least in the short term. This definitely tells me the bull market that started in 2009 is in the last leg. Yeah. Yeah. Especially, I also saw or heard or read that, what was something, what trying to remember what it was. Oh, they lowered the funding amount from like some like tens of thousands to just like 50,000 to like 2,000. So you only got to have like 2,000 or something dollars instead of 50,000, which just opens up the door for way more people. It's kind of crazy. I don't know what exactly that entailed. Like, are you telling me that I can't just go and buy SpaceX right now because I don't have $2,000? That might be the case. I don't know. SpaceX also touted a $23 trillion market opportunity, it says, awaits its artificial intelligence offerings. Here's the thing. SpaceX is an Elon Musk company, and what Elon Musk loves to do is overpromise and underdeliver for a while. And then eventually things get to where he said they would be. So, sometimes. We still don't have the Roadster. Still don't have the Roadster. 2,600% and 2,400%. We are currently 1,040% from 2009. If you measure 1932 to 1973 and 1974 to 2000, the percent gain is nearly the same. Interesting. Makes sense, though. What do we get here? We get a sweep here on Bitcoin? Still hugging that midpoint of the rising channel, which some call a bear flag. But the volume profile is what interests me of this range. The volume profile of this range is what interests me. Because getting above, back above that value area low, and we can really get moving in here, then come up here to about 67,000 to this high volume node over here. Get there. If we can get on the other side of that, then boom. I don't think we dump the price. I've been saying, I mean, it's been, what I've been saying is that, like, I think we're a little bit too bullish right now. Or maybe, no. People are super bullish, yes. However, there's a ton of people that also believe it's a sell the news event, sell the launch event. Therefore, I think that means we get a pump. So I'm right there with you. I agree. Elon has a tendency to overpromise and underdeliver. I mean, he's done it for a while. It's kind of his thing. That's how he gets money for all of this stuff. He's like, look, I'm gonna do this thing, and then everybody's like, oh, that's a great idea. Let's give him money, and he takes some money, and he's like, all right, cool, thanks. But yes, because of that, because there's not like universal agreement that this thing is just going to launch to the moon, I think it does get a decent pump. And then what will happen is the people that didn't believe will start to jump in, and then it'll top. Make your quick little. Some have been saying, some I've seen say that they think maybe a 40% pump, which is possible. I just know the last time that there was something big going on with Elon and in this neck of the, in the charts, in the markets, it was Saturday Night Live. And we were all waiting for him to say Dogecoin to the moon so that we could all buy Doge and go to the moon. And he said Dogecoin to the moon. And it moved up like, what, a cent or two? And then it dumped. Because it was moving up leading into SNL. People were just waiting. Say it. Say it. Say to the moon. Dogecoin to the moon. Say it. Bye. Meanwhile, everybody else is kind of like, oh, he said it? Sell. Not everybody else. Just the large holders. Smart money. The people that knew it was a sell of the news event. They knew they would have a bunch of people to sell to. Because you can't buy if no one's selling. And you can't sell if no one's buying. Oh, that's looking juicy. That's our staircase up. Elevator down for the USDT dominance. Maybe not even get up that high. Maybe just go ahead and fall. And that could get us on Bitcoin to that level up here. Boom. Right to the golden pocket. And then we'll see from there. Will it fall, bounce, and then move higher? That'd be cool. But level by level. Level by level. What's the NASDAQ doing? Recovering pretty nicely, it seems. I mean, if SpaceX is IPOing on the NASDAQ and SpaceX is going to go higher, then a NASDAQ should go higher, right? But would that be a bearish backtest and then a rollover? I I mean, I wouldn't say it's out of the realm of possibility. That actually looks kind of nice there on the S&P though. Did get a bullish break. Did we not have that on NASDAQ? Let's see. Well, the last two lows, yes. We got a break from those. Or highs, rather. Sorry. Pump, dump, pump. Pump, dump, pump. Order block? We'll see. We'll see. Amazon and Cisco reached over 1,000x earnings in 2000. That was SNL in 2021, correct? One thing people aren't considering is that Warsh could very likely deregulate banks and remove a lot of the 2008-2009 red tape. He needs a buyer for the long-end treasuries he plans to dump. It's a tap that has been turned off since the Great Financial Crisis. Might be taboo to some, but it'd be nearly infinite buying pressure for bonds. But Warsh can't do stuff unilaterally, right? He can push people, he can try to push things in that direction, but he can't just do things. He can't just do whatever he wants. My little brother bought Dogecoin on the Elon Musk hype and SNL and got burned. He then a few years later bought Trump coin and Melania coin on the hype in 2025 and got burned again and has sworn off meme coins and crypto now. Well, you know, yes, and that's the thing, and that's exactly why I hate meme coins, because I think they're net negative on the space. I think they harm adoption, and I think they give crypto a bad image. That's just my opinion. You don't have to like it, but I think that's true. And I think it's true that it is a bad image because it's essentially gambling is what it is. Like with meme coins. Yes, literally pretty much everything about this is gambling. You are gambling that a company will continue to be a good company, right? You're making, that is a bet. That is a gamble. There's different risk, and meme coins are the highest of those risks. And Bitcoin is the lowest of the risk. Because it's got such a big market cap now. And it's really easy to push altcoins around when you're a whale because the order book is so thin. But yeah, we'll see, man. It's going to be a wild ride tomorrow, I think. Oracle has one of the best CEOs of the century, constantly bets on himself and the company. There you go. All right, Nvidia still in a nice little correction. But still looking pretty good here on Nvidia. It definitely looks like a potential push down and then out. Will it get up to these? Or get down to these? And what would cause this? I don't know. A SpaceX IPO, maybe? Of course, this is all guesswork. Why would a SpaceX cause this? Because people sell off their NVIDIA to go jump into SpaceX. That's why. But this doesn't even have to happen. I mean, this thing could just reverse from here. Nice little consolidation range there. Get a little pullback and then get moving. So, a few different options. Then you got that. Looks good. Now, if this breaks down, retrace, continuation. It's potential. The money flow, we are on the weekly chart too, by the way. Money flow is pushing to the downside. I wonder what our RSI is looking like over here. Yeah, look at that RSI. Down, down, down. As price is pushing up, up, up. Roll over. Come on. Get the correction over with. Get the big correction over with. Buy the rumor, sell the news. That's right, Melissa. NQ. Still. We'll have to see. After tomorrow, we should have a pretty decent idea of where the market might be heading in the short to mid term. If SpaceX IPOs tomorrow and has a monster day and there's like no sell off, then we'll have to wait till Monday to see how that progresses. But kind of funny how we get a potential deal with Iran right around the same time as SpaceX IPOs, and Iran threatens Starlink. Do you guys know that? There's some nice equal highs there on the Russell. Iran threatens to attack Starlink facilities in the Middle East. All of Elon Musk's companies in the Middle East are military targets for Iran as it retaliates against the U.S. The targets include a regional Starlink ground station, and the report came around the same time President Donald Trump warned on his social media account that the U.S. will attack Iran very hard tonight. So, there's that too. Altcoins are more like the lottery in the bear market. What do you mean? Where is everybody tonight? I'm pretty sure the IPO agreement is 90 days. Yes. Looking it up. SpaceX's IPO. The 90-day timeline involves two key elements: an early investor tiered lockup schedule and 90-day termination clauses on SpaceX's massive artificial intelligence compute agreements. IPO lockup schedule post listing. So instead of the standard 180-day restriction, SpaceX implemented a tiered lockup. What is this? A freaking altcoin? Meme coin? Staking coin? What is this? Instead of the standard 180-day restriction, SpaceX implemented a tiered lockup that allows early investors to sell portions of their shares on a rolling basis. That's interesting. Days 70, 90, 105, 120, and 135. Early investors can sell increments of 7% of their shares in each window. So that's all that they can sell. Day 90 specificity. The 90-day mark specifically represents the second tranche of this staggered rollout. Okay. Insider lockup. Elon Musk and certain significant investors are sitting out the initial sale, agreeing to a 366-day lockup period. I mean, he's a trillionaire, so what's it matter? AI compute deals, 90-day clauses. SpaceX has recently capitalized on the booming demand for AI hardware by establishing the SpaceX AI subdivision, incorporating XAI. The financials of these deals hinge on a 90-day cancellation notice. The Google agreement, Alphabet's Google agreed to pay $920 million per month for data center capacity, beginning its ramp-up period by September. Both Google and SpaceX have the right to terminate this agreement with a 90-day notice following December 31st, 2026. Following December 31st, 2026. So I got to stay locked up in it even for the rest of the year. The Anthropic agreement. Similarly, Anthropic entered a $1.25 billion monthly agreement for capacity at SpaceX's Colossus One data center in Memphis, Tennessee. Yo! Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, we actually have had some like local news stories of people like talking about how they can't breathe down by the XAI data center, that they're polluting the airways. I don't think anyone. I think it was kind of bogus, but I don't know. This deal also operates with a 90-day cancellation window, allowing Musk to pull compute capacity back if SpaceX needs it for its internal Grok AI chatbot operations. Okay. Would you like to know more about the broader financial metrics, such as Starlink's growth projections? No. So you got Starlink mixed with XAI, mixed with rockets. I mean, it's look here, Lunar Entity. You're. Let's not do the FOMO thing. Let's see what happens first. Okay. I don't believe half the politicians that politicians say these days. Trade the charts, look for support and resistance instead. Yeah, there you go. Most bleed to BTC. Yes, altcoins. 2027 has a lot of rolling corporate debt. Makes sense. They want 2026 to be strong. Rolling corporate debt. Yeah, they really need to figure out what they're gonna do with their AI models. Like, y'all need some products, and to bring them to market. China's already bringing AI products to market. They're doing robots. We excel at the chips and stuff, but bringing their product to market, China's already there, because we're over here, having like ethics talks and stuff, while China, they're China. They're like, who cares about ethics? We're just going to do whatever we want because we're the Chinese government, and that's what we do. That's what central power does. We move fast and break things. And, sometimes it actually works. I mean, it's what makes they move quicker, right? But how long can you sustain with that? That's the question. And how long can you sustain with an aging, or what is it? They don't have like, they're not like anywhere near like their replacement numbers. I saw a video where a Chinese robot kicked a little kid during a show. Not quite there yet. Yeah. Not quite there yet at all. And don't get me wrong, man. I'm not saying it's the end of the world. I'm not saying that like this is like the end of the bull run. All I'm saying is we could see a local top off of this IPO. But wasn't Anthropic IPO? Da, da, da. So there's nothing on that yet. There's no date. Okay. So they haven't even. I guess they're not. That's not even a thing yet. I thought it was OpenAI. I think SpaceX just kind of think they're decided that they're not going to do anything until later in the year. Anthropic and OpenAI. Absent from SpaceX and OpenAI IPOs, Chinese investors. Imagine that. I don't know, guys. Are they like pushing back their IPOs because they don't want SpaceX to like steal their thunder or something? Yeah, man, I don't see it. That's crazy. Man, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy, bruh. Hold on one sec. I gotta. Hold on. Anywho, what's going on here? There we go. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, don't forget tomorrow is Friday, which means it is give a stranger a compliment day. Because we want to make strangers' days. But be careful, okay? Be genuine. Actually mean it. But we want to make people's days. And then we want to go into the weekend with some good karma and feeling good about ourselves and feeling good that we're being good to other people, even those that we don't know. And yeah, sorry, a little bit of a lack of energy tonight. I recognize that. I haven't gotten a whole lot of sleep this week, but so my energy levels have been a little down, but that's okay. It was also, I don't know, lot. There's a lot going on. But anyways, guys, the weekend is upon us, so make sure you go out and touch some grass. And Saturday, I'll be hopefully in the morning. Well, I won't be able to in the morning. I might have to do it later in the evening because I'll have the boys in the morning as my wife is over at the location where we are having our oldest daughter's high school graduation party. So we got that Saturday. And yeah, so that's and then Sunday fun day. But tomorrow night I'll be watching USA versus Paraguay. Very excited about that. Even though I have no idea how good Paraguay or the US is. My bet is that the US isn't that good. Just based on his history, like we always do. We base things off history. So we'll see. I'll be pleasantly surprised if we win, even if we were supposed to. So we shall see, gang. But yeah, I hope you all. Oh, join the Discord. Link is in the description. Duality C. I said it in the chat earlier, but in case you missed it, join. Try to jump in the Discord, and I'll see the welcome thing, and then I'll go in there and I will give you the role, the Wave Rider role. So if any of you have any issues getting into the Discord, let me know. I will give you the role, and yeah, we'll be good. So yeah, join the Discord. Link is in the description. Hit all the links in the description. Partners or friends of the channels and affiliate links and stuff like that. And yeah, but follow me on X at Lunar Beaches. Nothing on this channel is financial advice. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research. It's the best thing that you can do for yourself. So I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. And let's enjoy some Moon Gods Part Dos. My love, God bless. Ride the waves. Bye.
The sands are shifting, the candles are forming, the prophecy awakens, moon gods guide us. Hieroglyphics on the chart tonight, golden candles in the torchlight. Read the runes and the volume rise, moonlight dancing in my trader eyes. Buried treasure underneath the field, accumulation season finally here. While the crowd runs screaming from the flame, temple elders stacking through the pain. Preaching whispers through the market noise, separate the men from the moon boys. Every cycle written long ago in the sacred scrolls beneath the glow. Oh, moon gods, show us the way. Show us the way. Guide our train through the dark today. The dark today. To the moon, to the fear and pain. Oh, moon gods, show us the way. Anubis guarding all the support zones, Osiris watching over Bitcoin thrones. Secret patterns carved into the stone, every wicked message from beyond. Fear spreads fast to the village square. Moon gods tell us hold your nerve in there. When the weekends flee and the headlines scream, that's when fortune dries from broken dreams. Golden scarlet falling up the chart, bullish energy inside my heart. Every dip another blessing sent, every pen exhale another gift. Read the signs, trust the flow, watch the river, watch it grow. Feel the pulse of the chain. Moon gods bring the gain. Moon gods bring the gates. Moon gods bring the gates. Way SpaceX on the runway. Everybody looking at the sky, but ain't nobody looking at the exits. Everybody screaming, let it go. Rocket to the moon, watch the candles glow. But who's selling tickets to the show? IPO, retail running in, money overload. When the doors unlock, where the profits go? Somebody gotta buy what they insiders owe. Everybody got stars in their eyes tonight. Talking about Mars, talking satellite. Talking about biggest generational wealth, but ain't nobody talking about risk itself. See a rocket launch, think it's guaranteed. See a famous CEO, think it's destiny. See a green candle start chasing speed. That's exactly how the market feed. FOMO got the crowd in a frenzy now. Everybody wanna be an astronaut. News anchors cheering, social media loud. Meanwhile, smart money watching from the clouds. They don't need a chart, they don't need a tweet. They've been in the game since the company was cheap. If you buy their pennies and opens their peaks, how much temptation you think they gon' keep? IPO. Everybody screaming, let it go. Rocket to the moon, watch the candles glow. But who's selling tickets to the show? IPO. Retail running in, money overload. When the doors unlock, where the profits go? Somebody gotta buy what the insiders sold. Ain't saying crash, ain't saying moon. Ain't saying nothing happened this afternoon. I'm just saying markets got a funny way of taking impatient money every day. Everybody wanna catch the first green wave. You ask who get paid when the hype gets made. War room smiling, VCs relaxing. Private rounds turned into giant transactions. When the headlines hit and the volume explode, everybody think they found a cheat code. The reality show up, cold as December. Market got a way of making lessons. Remember, read the filing, know the lockups, know the numbers. Watch the setup, read the filing, know the lockups, know the numbers. Watch the setup, read the filing, know the lockup, know the numbers. Watch the setup, IPO. Crowd looking up, while the money flow. Maybe it runs, maybe it don't. Just know the difference between hope in the quote. IPO. Rocket in the sky, everybody know. When the greed get loud and the candles blow, remember somebody sold us, somebody bought. Yeah. Everybody wanna ride the rocket. Ain't everybody gonna land on Mars? Somebody cashing out, somebody buying in.